What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7 and we are continuing our free to play account progression. It's super fun. I haven't done this in such a
My
long
secret to
time,
same-day
and
delivery?
today is day
That's
number 2.
classified.
Now, what we're seeing here is that consecutive days of login are giving you a really great reward, so make sure that you're utilizing this. We also see that we're progressing in our check-in event, and we're making our way toward the 5-star ticket. Now, I know a lot of people, what they really want to do is they want to go to selective summons, but in worst case scenario, you get to day 7, you pull a hero, but you already did your selective summons for that hero, so we don't want to get into that situation. So try and wait until day 7. I'm moving very fast, so I might not wait just because I want to show you that account progression. Just so happens too, we have a free unequip event, but I didn't put on any equipment. So if you are playing, if you have an account already established, make sure that you're utilizing the free unequip, especially when you don't have millions and millions of gold to spare. Now, right now, what we're going to do is we are going to go in. The very first thing that I do is I come in and I do my free summon, and they changed the animation. I kind of miss the old animation. Okay,
My
interesting.
name? Call me whatever you want. Everyone else does. Hey, you there. Scrap metal. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Okay, that was weird. Uh, Ian, super fast, but not really used. Some people do use him into RTA as an opener, but otherwise, I have no plans to utilize him. Now, today, your main objective is to finish your free spirit. If we go into our connections, which is on the left side right here, there's always someone sitting here. We do see that we have free spirit, and I collected her at the bottom. But once you pass stage 2, then you'll be able to select it and then complete the connection. Now, what this will do is it's going to open up your path to leveling free spirit. Going back to the very beginning, you are going to be completing a challenge after challenge, one after another, and it's going to teach you how to evolve and promote your heroes, which is a great feature they added to the game. But most importantly, if we go back to the very end here, it says promote her to 5-star. They should give you all the materials that you need in order to make this promotion happen, and then you're going to get level 70 equipment. Now, we already got some minor equipment, and level 70 is not really worth upgrading. And also, they're going to give you an attack set and an HP set. So, while you do get this level 70 equipment, we're not really going to do anything with it other than put it onto her so that she can do some good damage. One of the beautiful things about Free Spirit is that she's going to open doors to things that you were not able to beat. Things that were challenging you yesterday are now going to be very easy, and Arena is one of them. You want to make sure that while you have the Arena buff in your first 14 days, that you're coming in and you're doing all the opponents that you can. As you can see, these are all bots, so you should be able to kill them no problem. We also see that we have NPC battles, and I was not able to beat Cecilia yesterday. We are going to do this one today, but make sure that every single day you're able to beat your NPCs because, again, you're going to get that premium currency, but also we have the buff for double conquest points, and this is going to help you. It's going to help you get Molagora. It's going to help you buy equipment. It's going to help you get energy every single day. Very, very important. Do not neglect your arena. If we go into arena info and we go into our league, wow, I have defense rate 8 losses. That's okay. We are going to go down to the bottom here and we see that we have different kinds of rewards that we get for arena. Promotion rewards are achieved one time only when you promote to that next rank. So once we get to bronze 4, we'll get 60 premium currency. I already have 1800 in just one day. So this is really good. It's going to help you to progress in your game, and we're going to talk about that in a future video. We also see that we're going to get rank rewards that happen every single week. This is reoccurring. So what we want to do is we want to progress in the arena so that every week we're getting premium currency, and we're always going to select sky stones. You never want to select the the mystic metals, it's not going to be worth it. So don't even worry about this. In your arena, you're always going to select your sky stones. Now, one very important thing to note here is that when you beat every single one of your opponents, you're going to get a free flag. So this does not matter what rank and arena you in, you should be challenging at least all of your opponents. On my main account, I use 3 different teams. On this account, we only have the one team, and that's okay. But you'll be able to see Free Spirit. She's probably just going to one-shot everything,
Victory will
and
be
that
mine.
comes from the adventurer path that you have taken to make sure that you max out this hero. It's going to open so many doors, whether that's an abyss, whether
Blaze.
that's going through the story, arena, or even into Labyrinth.
Beautiful roses have sharp thorns.
And we can see here, really amazing 100% bonus gives us 10, plus we get our streak bonus, and we're leveling up, and now we get an extra flag. So as you can see here, these are no longer bots. These are going to be other players, but until you get higher in arena rank, you shouldn't see actual teams. If you click on your defensive team, go ahead and put in your best heroes here. And we're just going to put in some random guys, and that will be good. This will help you to not get demoted into arena and maybe rank up a little faster. But just note that people are going to be able to beat your team. Your goal is to not win on your arena defense. Your goal is to just put guys in so that maybe people skip you. But we're not going to skip. We're going to do every single flag to make sure we're getting those bonuses. Epic 7 is also about building upon what you were able to accomplish yesterday. If we go into Abyss, we can see that we have a tiered or laddered system where you're able to challenge more and more content. The very first levels are going to be super easy, and you're going to get runes and other things to help you progress. So make sure that you're going in and trying at least to do the Abyss. If you fail, that is okay. What you can do is you can click the Purify button, but you can only do it after you have finished the first level. So you can't really get started collecting these rewards until you have started finishing the levels. You're also going to get gear. And again, we're not leveling up any of these things that are below level 75, but that's okay because we can still utilize this for now and then remove it when we get things better. We're just not going to take it to a +3, a +6, +9, and so on. We're just going to put it on for right now, knowing that we're going to be replacing these in the future, but still, it'll give you a little bit of a competitive edge to finish out the story. We also have the Labyrinth, which is actually very important. You do get quite a lot of things, but same thing is you're going to get different kinds of rewards. We can't access the next one yet, but as we go down and we get into further progression of the story, you are going to get a lot of rewards, things that are very important to help you progress. So make sure that every single day that you're coming in and you're doing the labyrinth as well. We see here that we get ancient coins, and that will take us into our labyrinth shop. That will allow us to
Welcome.
now come in and buy some of these charms to help us to further our accessories. This is one of your main ways that you're going to get accessory charms to be able to level those up. So make sure you're doing Labyrinth every day, even for veteran players. For veteran players, people who have passed all Labyrinth, they're going to be buying the Malicious Bug Charm because that's going to allow them to go into Hell Raid and also into Nightmare Mode. These other things, these other Labyrinth compasses, and this accessory chest, ignore these 100% completely. Pretty much no one in the game should be buying this. So make sure that you are only buying charms and make sure that you're only buying the bug charm as you get further on into the game. Area 1 only took me one entry. As we can see, we have 3 tokens here. Now, this is going to be very important. We're going to be using Area 1 for pretty much the rest of your Epic 7 career, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to enter as we would normally, but we're only going to teleport up to this very top left corner. Once we do that, then we're able to make our way to the Hoochie shop. This is this little guy right here. He will appear in other areas as
Excuse me?
well, but he is only going to um, have his wares one time, so it doesn't matter where you encounter him. This just happens to be the easiest one for me.
It's
Now,
me,
when you click
the
him,
world's
you're going to have
greatest
a
merchant,
lot of things that you can
Poochie.
buy. I would recommend this for all players every single day to come in and buy the charms. Don't buy anything else, bookmarks, or these little artifacts. Occasionally, they
Nobody
will
else's
have
products
covenant
make you as
bookmarks
strong
here,
as
and
mine.
those are good to buy. They'll also have mystic metals here, which are good to buy. But we're mainly here for the charms, which should appear every single day. Now, this is going to be random. Sometimes you'll get a lot, sometimes you won't get any, but make sure that you come in. Once you purchase them as well, that this is yours, even if you exit, that you are not going to be able to come in and repurchase it. Also, you won't be able to get a refund, so you can't just change your mind. And what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to click yield. If you go through one of the portals, you're going to use up one of your tokens, but we don't want to do that. We just want to click yield, and we are going to be refunded that token that we used for entry. As you can see, we started with 3, and now we have 3. This doesn't matter any part of Epic 7, except for expeditions. If you enter, something happens, you don't like the result, you can click yield, and it's basically as if it never happened. You won't lose energy, you won't lose entry tokens, and you can basically start over with a different strategy or to get the result that you really want. Also, don't forget to come in and collect your rewards. Very nice. We do really want these ancient coins. The weapon is good, we can use it, but again, we're not leveling these up because they're below level 75. We just passed episode number 1, map number 5, and so now it's time to go into the sanctuary. Now, this is very important because this is going to allow us to use our breath of Orbis that we've been getting this whole time going through the story to be able to now gain some passive rewards, but also set ourselves up for the future. Now, I did make a video on the sanctuary, and I'll link that at the end of this video. But ideally, what we're going to do is we're going to max out Heart of Orbis, we're going to max out Forward of Souls, and then we're going to come into High Command. These last two are mostly in game, so these are going to be our main objectives as we're going through the story. Now, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come into High Command. Now, what I want is I want to make my way down into the hunt and also the war missions. But unfortunately, I don't have those open quite yet. So we're going to go into our improved building, and then we're going to select one in every one of these. So you'll need to have 3 Orbis to be able to do this. There is number 1. Number 2. Oh, look, a little thing pops up. That's interesting. And number 3, we have another one. Okay, very good. And now we can see that our hunt and our war missions open. Now, depending on how long you play, you're going to go ahead and select the time requirement that you have for yourself. It looks like we have a 2 hour, for a 1 and a 30 minute. Now, the best one that you can select is the 2 hour, but this does require you to log in more often. If you only log in, twice or 3 times a day, go ahead and select the 4 hour. That would be fine, but I'm going to select the 2 hour. Now, as you go through the game, what we have are buffs that can occur. Let's see if Ras is good on the hunt. Here we go. So this will give you a bonus when you use this hero to your rewards. Ideally, what you would want is you want 4 of these to be a 10% reward. But because we just started the game, we don't have the ability to fill out this quite yet. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to put in these 2-star units. Once we are able to level up the 2-star units and then promote them, we're going to get even more rewards. So we're going to take advantage of that. Mainly what we want is we just want to fill this up. That way we're able to continue to get these ancient coins. And also we're going to come in and get our conquest points. Essentially, you're going to be using every single one of these every single day. So make sure that we are setting these missions up. We'll put in Mercedes. There we go. Now the missions will not fail. So every single time that you're able to renew the mission, you're going to get the experience, you're going to get the rewards, and also we're going to make more progress toward our mid and our end game by getting conquest points and also ancient coins. Now that we've maxed out our high command and we have set up our missions, now we're going to be going into Heart of Orbis and also Forest of Souls. The very first one, when you click on Improve Building, the very first one in the middle does not require any Orbis at all. So make sure that you're at least selecting this, and make sure that you're at least selecting your Forest of Souls, so that you're able to generate a penguin when they're fully grown. If we click on it, we can see that every 12 hours, we're going to generate the penguin, either 1 to 3, depending on how many points we put into it, or every 24 hours, we're going to generate 1 to 3 spirit blooms. In my opinion, the Soul Isle extension is pretty important because, especially in the beginning of the game, this is going to give you free materials to be able to now sell for gold, use to level up your heroes, or use for promote. If we look at number 3 onto Time Blessing, this is going to reduce the time it takes by 15%. And so what, 24 hours, 15%, that's going to be about 3 hours or so. I did some quick math. It could be a little bit more, but about 3 hour reduction. And then of course we have the improved probability. This is going to give you a higher grade that whenever you're getting a penguin, that is going to be a possibility of being either an experienced or an epic, which means more gold and also more experience. If we go into our Heart of Orbis, we can see that we are able to generate faster onto our premium currency. We're able to hold more on premium currency, or we're able to get a bonus. Now we're going to max out all 3 of these on the Forest of Souls and the Heart of Orbis. It doesn't necessarily matter which one that you are going to build first, but in my opinion, what you do is you come in and you max this out. By maxing this out, you can get 36,000 gold and 9 sky stones twice per day. Then we're going to come in and we're going to start to max out how fast that they are able to be produced. Once you're done with these 2, then we're going to come into our Forest of Souls and we're going to max out Soul Isle extension. Once we max this, then we're going to max out Probability Blessing. From there, we can now decrease the time it takes. And then from there, we'll come back into our Heart of Orbis. And then we're going to come into gaining the additional chance to get 200% reward. So this is how we're going to map out our sanctuary for the time being. And then after that happens, now we're going to start coming into Alchemist Steeple, which we will not unlock quite yet, and Steel Workshop, which will not unlock quite yet. You won't use these for a very long time, so this is going to be our map to getting into that mid game. There will be some times where you get stuck, and that's okay. Crozet in map number 6 and also this map 7-4 are very difficult for new players. Come in and utilize your friends to pass them. Go into chat, make sure that you're picking someone who doesn't have friends, and then requesting them. They're going to get the benefit of getting more friendship points, and you're going to get the benefit of being able to pass more and greater content. And while we're at it, we're going to go in and we are going to change our stuff here. We're going to change our supporter to our best player. Let's go ahead and put you in as the lead. We don't need anyone else. In my experience, these other ones aren't even used. You might get 1 or 2 every now and then, but mostly your lead is going to get used. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to change our rep hero here. Pick anyone that you want. What we want to do is we want to show them that we're not a total noob. So go ahead, pick your rep hero, and make sure that we look appealing to them and that they are able to select us as friends. Also, keep in mind that you're going to have rewards that continue to pile up and make sure that you gather them. As you can see, we're getting some runes now, and when we go into our heroes, then we're able to awaken them, which will open up new skills and also give you new stats. We can also use that stuff to use promotions. So right here we have Wrath, he's maxed out, and we can promote him to 4 stars, and that will give him even more opportunity to gain stats, become stronger, and then help us also to further. If you're really stuck and you can't go further, then come into Arena, go into Labyrinth or Abyss, and make sure that you're using up at least your energy. Also, we want to continue to make progress toward our goals in our events, especially these newbie events, right? We have number 2 here. We already collected all of number 1. And then when we come down to Call of Adventurer, we definitely want to make progress toward these Covenant book summons, because this is going to give us more opportunity to make sure that we're getting better heroes. You don't know what you can get. This could be something really amazing, but even if it's not, we're going to get 4-star heroes, 4-star artifacts that we can use later, and that's going to improve our accounts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it's helping you progress through the story. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.